Hello everybody, this is Sierra Stables. I'm August. Nice to see you all. I know I haven't made a video in a while. I do not have my hobby horses with me, but my family is shipping them to me soon in my new house. But for now, I wanted to make some video game related videos. Comment below if you've played this game before. It is called Star Equestrian. It's made by Foxy Ventures, and I wanted to talk about how it is better than Star Stable.
Better than Star Stable.
Okay, that's kind of clickbait. I'm not saying that it is better than Star Stable, but in this video I am going to say things that I think make this game better than Star Stable, that they do better, and also I overall think that this game is super underrated. I judged it when I first started playing, and I didn't like it that much, but now that I've spent some time in it, I actually really like it. I think there's things that they need to work on, but it is a fairly new game. And right from the get-go, there are things that they are doing better than Star Stable is, or, like when Star Stable started out, they needed a lot of work too. So I just wanted to talk about that with this game. So, okay. First of all, I think this game is totally underrated. Like, I never hear about anybody playing it. I think that it should be more popular. And don't worry, I'm going to get to the things that it needs work on too. So, to start, I have not spent a penny of real money on this game. I think that that's really important, that games are accessible and free to an extent. There are ways to spend money in this game, but so far I haven't spent anything, and I really like that you don't really have to. I probably will end up getting the membership though. The only things that I've noticed are only coming with the membership are there's certain areas, I think this area, yeah, you have to have a membership for it. And then there's also certain horses, so I can get any of these horses, but the Pegasuses on the left there, those you do have to be a member to gain access to. So let's start with talking about the races. So they have show jumping and cross country from what I've seen before. I'm not sure if more is going to be released, or if in here Agricola, which I don't have access to yet, just because I'm not a high enough level, they might have more disciplines. Yeah, so let's show you a show jumping race. They start out really easy, but I actually find the show jumping to be more difficult than the cross country. You have all the gates, just like in Star Stable. You have to time it's much more particular about you timing your jumps than Star Stable is. And as you go on, the races get more difficult. You have to stay perfectly on this line in the middle, and you have to time your jumps just right. You have to come at the jumps from the right angle. There's lots of challenges, and I actually find myself repeating races sometimes 30 times before I get it right. But I actually really like that it's more difficult, because sometimes Star Stable feels way too easy. This game, also, one thing I really like, it is available on mobile, which is great because lots of people have phones or iPads that they can use. So then I'll also show you a cross-country race. We'll just do, let's see. I like this one, so let's do this one. It's really important to manage your stamina in this game, which I like. It's very difficult, actually, to manage your stamina sometimes. But, timing the jumps right actually makes it easier to manage your stamina. I also really like the hoof noises, even though they're not, necessarily totally accurate, but they're very clicky, and I like that. It's good with headphones. There's another game that Foxy Ventures made that I also really like. That one's called, oh gosh, what's it called? I don't play it much anymore. Horse Riding Tales, I think. Oh no, see, I hit the obstacle. Horse Riding Tales. It's very different. They're both kind of an acquired taste, but this one, if you like Star Stable, I think that you're likely to at least have some fun on this one. And especially since you don't have to spend money, that's amazing. Because Star Stable has increased their prices, like, horribly. Like, to get 10,000 star coins on a double weekend now, it's almost $100. And I used to buy that because I felt like it was a good deal when it was at, like, 60. But now I just feel like, I don't know, and their updates aren't that great either. They're finally starting to take some of the updates more seriously. But I guess I'm making this video a little bit out of frustration with Star Stable's updates. Great, so that's pretty good, but you can actually get a higher score than that where you get a golden ribbon. And I have, like, a lot of mine, I've gotten the golden ribbons on, but as they get harder, it actually gets really tricky to get the golden ribbons. Let's see, and then I also wanted to talk about the customization. So I can customize my I can customize my rider and my horse. So far I'm not loving the tack options yet, but I do think that the rider has some good stuff they can wear. So like, this is the outfit I made for my character. I think she's pretty cute. You can choose from lots of different hairstyles. It does not have different body options like Star Stable does. But you can be a guy in this game, which is a huge improvement because Star Stable doesn't want to do that. And I get that, like, guys have a lot of their own video games, but there are a lot of male Star Stable players. See, there's lots of different haircuts, like braids, long hair, pixie cuts, and almost all these haircuts came free to start with. You can switch through them, like, as much as you want, so. And then, yeah, let's see, the tack on the horses, sorry, I'm still getting used to the user interface, oops, yeah, actually has a very interesting, oops, there we go, nope, that's not it, let's go to horse, there we go. So the tack on the horses has an interesting system where you can actually, like, let's say I wanted to upgrade this one. Well, actually, this one's already max level. But I could, like let's say I wanted to upgrade these horseshoes. I can actually merge them with other tack that I don't like as much. And you can see the tack level goes up. And it actually increases your horse's stats. So I think that's really cool. I will say, though, I do not think the tack is pretty, but to each their own, and hopefully they make some better tack later on. And then, one thing that I think is really cool about this game is as I practice each race, like, over and over again, like I said that I do, you actually gain better stats and the races become easier, which I think is really cool, because a lot of the Star Stable races, once you get it, like, maybe some of them take, like, 2 tries if they're more difficult, but then they're just easy. And I like that this one is a little bit trickier. And then, let's see. Sorry, I have a list I'm looking at. Yeah, and like I said earlier, I have spent no money on this game so far. And I already have 1, 2, 3 horses. And I'm about to get, if you see in the top right, those pink gems, I have almost 2,000, which is what it costs to get, like, the fancier horses, like Shires and Frisians. And that amount I have up there took me probably, like, 2 days of playing to get. So it's, like, really easy to get the premium currency, which I love. You don't have to spend money on the premium currency if you don't want to. I also want to say that the world in this game is, like, really big. Like, it's a nice big map. I hope you can hear me over that waterfall. The world in this game is really big. And sorry, I guess I'm a little nervous. I haven't made a video in a long time. The music also, I don't have it on right now because I don't want to get a copyright thing, is pretty good. And then I've noticed that like in the redwood forest, like here, the music is awesome. And there's even like vocals going on. It's very majestic. I like that a lot. And then some of the quests are amazing. Like, I had so much fun with them. Like, in one of them, I had to herd sheep. And I think that, like, in Star Stable, you sometimes have to, like, lead sheep, they started doing. But in this game, you actually had to, like, push the sheep forward in the right direction to get them into a pen. And I found it challenging and fun and, like, semi-realistic. I thought that was so fun. And then, like, in some of the quests, I got to ride on the NPCs' horses, which in Star Stable, you don't really get to do that. You carry other NPCs around. But no, I got to ride this guy's Shire, and I thought that was really cool. Right away, I got to like have interesting mechanics in the quest like that. I actually also had a quest where I went up to, actually, it's right over here. I went up to a beehive, and if you hang out around the beehives too much, your horse actually gets spooked. I don't want to do it right now. Your horse gets spooked and has his ears back for like a really long time because he's upset that you brought him somewhere that's scary. And I just think that that's cool. It's like the horses have a lot more personality. Some things that I think are specifically better than SSO is like when I get off my horse. Oops. Ah! Let me zoom out a little so I can see better. When I get off my horse, I can whistle, which I know Star Stable added recently, but this game had it right from the beginning. And you do not have to level up at all to get that ability. And then, like I did say earlier with the tack and the horse stats that level up, it's really cool because they actually feel like they matter. I feel like I never look at horse stats in SSO because it doesn't really feel like they make a difference. The thing that makes the biggest difference in the races is like shortcuts. And I guess sometimes good tack can help, but I don't think that it's as obvious as it is in this game. And then, sorry. Also, so in this game, like I said, I haven't paid anything, but the lifetime membership, if you did want to get it, their only option is to pay for it one time, which I like. Like, they don't offer monthly options. And it's $50 to play it forever. So I think that's great. Much cheaper than Lifetime Star Rider and Star Stable, which I think is at around like, I think it's usually like $100. I don't know if it's gone up or whatever, but it's almost double, I'm pretty sure. And I love the horse personalities in this game, which is one of the coolest things. So if I click in my horse menu and I click personality, you can see my horse has the energetic trait, but all the horses can have different personalities, and it actually affects how your horse acts. Like, as you ride around, your horse does have emotes that kind of go above its head, which I do think is kind of cheesy, but I do like thinking that I can kind of see how my horse is feeling. Oh yeah, he's gonna roll. I think that's so cute too. Even though in real life that would totally damage my saddle. And as you dismount, you can actually, like, they choose to ignore you sometimes. Like, he didn't even come all the way just then, and you saw that emote. Sometimes, as you get off, they will go wander and, like, go eat a treat. And I think that's the cutest thing. There's actually a benefit to hitching your horse in this game, which is another thing you can do, which you cannot do in Star Stable. You can tie them to the fences. Like, let's see, I have the ability to kind of fast travel. I want to show you the hitching, because I'm just so disappointed that Star Stable still hasn't added that. Let me find somewhere I can hitch my horse. I'm still, like, figuring out the whole world, so. There we go. Oh, wait, no. I went the wrong way. Let me find something. Here we go. Watch this. It's so cool. I can actually tie my horse here and just leave him. I think that, oh yeah, and our characters can jump. Star Stable, that does not happen. But like, he's like getting upset at being tied. And I love that. He has like personality. So cute. And then I also want to go over what this game needs to work on. I do think that the horse animations, they're not horrible, but they're definitely not pretty. Like, they could use work, and the horse models themselves are not the most attractive. Which is the thing that I think a lot of horse games struggle with. But honestly, it could be way worse. And then, oh, and the tack is ugly, in my opinion. And if you look around my character's thigh, like, as I trot, look how the saddle, like, breathes with him. I just think that's really gross. I hate that. I try not to think about it. And also, the riding position in this game is, pretty bad. But, like, just now you saw me do a jump at the trot, which Star Stable only added recently. And I think that that's a good feature to have. You can lead your horse in this game also. But yeah, and as you see, like, when I ride around, my arms are, like, way too tucked in. And when I jump, it's just really bad, like, riding position. Which is something I think they definitely need to work on. And, the user interface is another thing I wanted to talk about. I think it's pretty awkward and clunky to learn how to use. But it's not too bad. Oh my gosh, there's something important I didn't even mention. In this game, you have your own ranch. So I'm working on mine, so it's not really, like, pretty yet. It's very much like starter mode. There we go. But it's honestly it's not bad. And I like that we have our own property. And you can have ranch parties and stuff.
Where is my house?
What? What the heck? My house is missing. My house was right where my character is. What? That is so weird. Well, I guess I have to put my house down again. I've never had that glitch happen before, but, yeah, like I said, it's a fairly new game, so it's still, in the works. There's gonna be glitches and problems still. Oh yeah, and you can also feed your horse with things that you just find as you explore. Oh, well, his, stats are matched when you, maxed. But when you feed them, it actually increases their stats. I wanted to show that. Oopsie. I didn't mean to carry a strawberry. I did not. Oops. Drop. You can pet their side. And I also really like that there's, like, this whole bonding mechanic in this game, too. That makes, new functions come in. I think that's great. Let me know if you guys play this game, and let me know if you guys want to see more videos of this game. Hopefully the next one is a little less clunky than this one. I haven't recorded video game videos in quite a while, so well, make sure to like and subscribe, and I missed you all. I want to say I've been struggling with my physical health and my mental health off and on these past few years, so that's why there's been so many gaps. I'm not going to promise that a ton of videos are going to be coming, but I want you guys to know I'm still here, and I still want to make videos, and I love you guys. Have a great day, and also, someone should, like, message me so we can play on here, because I would love to be friends with you guys on here. I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great day!